Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Now, I thought I'd sneak this live show in very quickly before my in-laws come back. I've got some family over from Colombia via Palma, Mallorca. The next 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. So let's talk about some breaking news in regards to this person over here. We've got some Kieran Tierney news, and we've got some other transfer news I can't remember, but we're going to see on the other side of this music intro. Yes, again, welcome back again to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Breaking news within the last, I say, hour or two, or maybe 3 hours. I'm probably quite kind of late down on this one. But what you can do before we get into this one is just click the like button. It says it just right there. We're going to be talking about this gentleman over here, David Luiz, Douglas Luiz, not David, Douglas Luiz, and Kieran Tierney. So I think probably, shall we get into this one? I think we better have before I get lynched. But anyway, yes, within the last few hours, at least from my end, also agreed deal worth up to £30 million to sign David Raya from Brentford. Also have agreed to a deal worth in excess of, I say, £30 million for the Brentford goalkeeper, who is expected to complete a move to the Emirates Stadium in time for the start of the new season. Oh my goodness. Now, Raya's arrival will mean Arsenal secure a long-term target. They made multiple bids for the Spanish international in the summer of 2020, but could not reach an agreement with Brentford, who were battling to secure promotion from the Championship at that time. Now, 3 years on, Mikel Arteta has got his man, and Brentford have achieved a significant return on a player who cost them just £2.7 million when they signed him from Blackburn. You remember Blackburn? They were in the Premier League many years ago, in 2019. Now, early in the summer, Raya, who made it clear he would not extend his contract beyond next year, had been targeted by Tottenham, but they were unwilling to meet Brentford's demands. Man United and Chelsea also monitored his situation. But with Brentford having signed Mark Flecken from Freiburg as his replacement, he risked starting the next season out in the cold. Now, Raya will take the squad place vacated by Matt Turner, unfortunately, who will leave Arsenal for Nottingham Forest in a deal worth about £10 million, although he's unlikely to embrace the number two status his predecessor had been required to accept. The rival of such expensive competition will push Arsenal's spending in the summer towards £240 million. We inevitably cast doubt over Aaron Ramsdale's future. For me, not really. I'm just reading a report here. Good competition all over the place there. But Inaki Kanya worked closely with Raya during his time at Brentford. Arteta may feel that two high-quality goalkeepers, both of them are fated for their distribution, will be required for dual tilts at the Premier League and the Champions League at least. Also aim to sell more squad players during the pre-season to offset some of their spending, and have rejected an offer from Monaco for the striker from Balogun, who they are thought to value in around £50 million. For me, £50 million, that's kind of setting out a signal internationally, among other interested in Balogun. So that is the breaking news, at least on the show over here. David Raya could be set to be joining Arsenal very quickly, at least before the start of the Premier League. I mean, that's Saturday. We're playing against Nottingham Forest at home. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that one anyway, at least. Now, the second news segment is, again, tints of 2020, 2020/21. I did say that. Douglas Luiz. Now, this is a thumbnail that I designed almost 2 years ago. Why am I talking about him? Well, apparently Arsenal are going back in for him. Yeah, Arsenal still want to sign Douglas Luiz at the Emirates. Arsenal are now pursuing a move, if you believe the reports, that is. Now, despite previous failed attempts, Arsenal still have an interest in signing Douglas Luiz this summer, but it would require a substantial offer to convince Aston Villa to sell. As we just previously said, that Arsenal spent well over £200 million on new players, making it unlikely they have significant funds remaining for further signings, unless we sell a lot of our players or some of our players. Arsenal may need to focus on offloading players such as following Balogun. Don't think it's going to happen due to financial constraints. And Burnley is a potential destination for Albert Lokonga. That's just two players. We'll probably have to sell a lot more players. But however, if reports are to be to believe, Mick Arteta would be welcoming another new face before the window shuts, as interest in Louise might be revived. Now, this is according to the Daily Mirror, who claimed that Arsenal are plotting another pursuit for the £75,000 per week earner, just 12 months after the 13-time English champions were knocked out by Aston Villa. Last summer, the capital club offered £25 million to sign Louise, but Aston Villa laughed the approach off, with Arsenal said to be considering a never bid. Now, what I've got to say on this one, as the report says there, Arsenal would have to go in with a significant amount of money to sign Douglas Luiz. Do we have the cash? I don't think we have the money unless we sell some of the players. That's one thing. The other thing you've got to think about, Aston Villa are going places. They've got Unai Emery, they've got Monchi. You remember we were supposed to get Monchi a few years ago? Didn't get him. Aston Villa are going places. So would you want to leave Aston Villa to go? I know it might be an easy option for some of you, but for Douglas Luiz, would he want to leave the comforts of Aston Villa and play for Arsenal? I don't know. We might put that as a platform question there. But what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload that video I did, a season and a half ago. Actually, it's a season ago. Yeah, last year, last summer, about Douglas Luiz, just to kind of remind everyone what I thought about Douglas Luiz back then. Now, the last news segment is in regards to our left back, Kieran Tierney. Where is he going? Please don't go anywhere. Please, Kieran Tierney. Well, anyway, Real Sociedad target loan deal for Arsenal's left back Kieran Tierney. Arsenal fullback Kieran Tierney is wanted by Spanish side Real Sociedad, who are hoping to sign a Scottish international on a loan deal this summer. Tierney's future at the Emirates is it uncertain? I wouldn't say so, but he appears to have fallen down the pecking order. He's got Alexander Zinchenko and Urin Timber to contend with in the pecking order. Tierney did not start any of Arsenal's matches in the pre-season, and is also competing with Jacob Givor, Takehiro Tomiyasu for a place on the left of Mikel Arteta's back four. Now, sources in Spain have said that Sociedad, who will be playing in the Champions League next season, are now hoping to capitalise on the situation by offering a 12-month loan deal. Sociedad finished fourth in the season, last season, La Liga, securing qualification for Europe's Premier competition for the first time in a decade. It remains to be seen whether Arsenal would be willing to allow Tierney to leave. I don't think it's going to happen, given their desire to raise money through sales before the end of the window. Newcastle are a long-time admirers of the 26-year-old, but they have so far prioritised other positions this summer, having struck deals for the midfielder Sandro Tonali, winger Harvey Barnes, and right back Tino Livramento. As reports by Telegraph Sport earlier this year, Aston Villa have also shown interest in Tierney in recent months. I forgot about that, actually. So, again, what are your thoughts? I mean, for me personally, I think Tierney does love Arsenal. One thing that might frustrate him is that he's not the first choice left back. Competition, isn't it? Competition. Can't get away from it, man. Can't get away from it. But anyway, those have been the news segments currently running Cannon 4 TV on this short show before my in-laws. Are they my in-laws? Well, my wife's aunties. What are they to me? I don't know. I have to think about that one. But anyway, what we're going to do, we are going to check in for the last time the poll that we did a few days ago. We'll also check on our Twitter feed and see if there's been any comments there thus far. So on our Twitter feed, it says Cubano Gunners. Hey, mi cubano hermano, ¿cómo le va? has retweeted that we are live. Thank you for that, my friend. Gracias. Sí, muchísimas gracias por eso. But there's no other retweets on that, which is okay. Now let's kind of check out. Let's have a look now and see that the poll that we did. When did we do the poll? When was that poll done? That poll was done on the 8th, which was yesterday. 8 days ago. And the poll question was, who's the player do you think is going to surprise us all? Who do you think is going to be the surprise package? I didn't choose the obvious players who should be doing the business. I went kind of left field with some of the players. I know you might agree with me. You might say, actually, Alice, what are you thinking? What are you talking about, man? So the player to surprise everyone this coming season. And the protagonists, the chosen ones, are Kai Havertz, Leonardo Trossard, Jacques Kivor, Julian Timber, and other player. Because you might think, oh, actually, Alex, there's another player you didn't think about. So I kind of covered that with other player option. We've received a whopping 1,200 votes, 4 comments, and 29 likes. On 1% is other player. I don't know who the other player is. That might surprise us this season. On 4% of the votes, it is Jakob Givor. Yeah, you remember he kind of messed up in the Europa League and his boot came off and he was like more concerned about putting his boot on than defending. It's going to be the other way around, man. Clear the ball first and then worry about your boot after. On 18% of the votes, it is Kai Havertz. The player that certain people or certain panelists on the Back 5 podcast said is going to be top scorer. Listen, I've seen the video that particular platform did. His Achilles heel, his weak point is scoring goals. He can break the lines, quite clever in passing and reading the runs of certain players and interceptions, but his weakest point is scoring goals. He's not going to score over 20 or goals, maybe 15 goals a season. But anyway, nonetheless. On 24% of the votes, it is Leandro Trossard, who I believe I would have voted for Trossard. Is he going to surprise me? I think he will do the business this coming season. Love the guy. Left foot, right foot header. I mean, versatility, you can't beat that, innit? It's a shame he can't defend. Anyway, we won't get into that. And out in front, on 53% of the votes, is Julian Timber. Yeah. Is he going to be a surprise? Listen, from what I saw, the guy has hit the ground running. He knows what he's supposed to do, and he does it. But pre-season, Community Shield, Charity Shield, let's see him do it in the Premier League. Is it going to be a sure start? I hope so. Otherwise, why have we spent all that money on him? Competition for places. Competition. But if I had to choose out of all those, including other player, it would be Leandro Trossard. That's the player I want to do the business, and I think he will do the business. If we could guarantee him that he will be a sure start, and somewhere in the middle, not on the wing. Again, versatility, he can play on the wing, but I think the guy gives us more lethal threat at scoring goals is down the middle. We're talking about Gabriel Jesus. I'm talking about Gabriel Jesus. Could he be the one that might threaten Gabriel Jesus for that position there? I didn't think about it, did you? But anyway, these are the results. We'll let this one for another day because it was just yesterday. It was just yesterday, wasn't it? It was yesterday. Oh, my goodness. Right. So now we need to get into the live chat. What's going to wait? I think, you know what? I think I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Let the live chat kind of populate a little bit more, and maybe before my in-laws arrive. They've gone out to central London with my missus. Yeah. So I'm going to give the live chat a little more time just to populate. And here's something that I've been working on to give me some extra money, but I haven't had to work for it. The money's just been accumulating and working for me. Yeah, passive income. Have a look at this video. See you on the other side, and we will get into the live chat.
Oh, what was that? What was that? What was that?
Hi, my name is Alex, and as you can see, I earned £40 in cryptocurrency passively. Now, if you want to know how I did it, send me an email at askrepublic1@gmail.com, or alternatively, send me a WhatsApp message at 44794936071. And maybe you too can earn cryptocurrency passively whilst you eat, sleep, drink, have a shower. So there you go. I thought I'd just throw it in there. Yeah, if you want to earn some money, some money passively, some money and cryptocurrency, and you're thinking, what is cryptocurrency? Just send me an email. The email is in the description box below. Money passively while you're sleeping. Anyhow, let's get into the live chat. Let's do this one before. Actually, we've got time because I just sent a message to my wife. She'll be a little while. All right. I'm not gonna try and pronounce this lovely person's name because I don't want to upset anybody. But it's a beautiful job. Thank you for that, my friend. And Guna Matters, who was on the Backfire podcast on Monday, is in the house as well. He says, "Hey Alex, mate, how's you, bruv? I'm good, man. It's been a relatively good day. Yeah. Just going to the airport finally, waiting, and yeah, collecting my wife's auntie. So it's been a good day, and the house is looking very, very nice and welcoming. And apparently, her aunties love the garden. Thank goodness, I worked very hard in the garden, and they love the house as well. So thank you for asking, my friend." Emerson is in the house. He also says, "Good evening, Alex. Raya transfer is a loan move and not permanent until 2024. Well, listen. Do you know what? I've always said this, and it's funny. I was talking to James Rowe about this yesterday before we went live and when we went off the air. Everything up until this point is all speculation, rumors, reported. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the truth. There's only how can I say this? In David Raya's situation, there's only a few people, and I don't know. I can only go by the reports. So you're saying that it's a loan deal. I've actually read that as well, that it's going to be a loan deal. But nobody knows until the numbers comes out and the people who are involved come out and say it. I can only do my homework so much, and you can only do your homework so much. All right. Colin's in the house. Says, "Let's go, Alex. Smash that like button up very gently." Of course, Alex does not care for violence like head button. Like button. Ah, dear Colin. And I tell you what, it was really good to have James on the channel. I've known him for the longest time now, probably 4 years, and that 4 years has gone very, very quick. I've met him a few times. He's come over here to the UK, of course, met outside the Emirates. I've also gone to visit him where he's living now in Amsterdam. Been living there for 16, almost 17 years now. But it's always good to have James Rowe back on the channel. And yeah, long may it continue. But next time you see James Rowe on the channel is when we're going to be talking about the Champions League football. I'm not going to say anything about that. A loan move for 3 mil? Three? Okay. It's goodbye on for 27, which is not too shabby for a quality goalkeeper. Competition. Yeah. Also, Lakonga, Jeopardy, Burnley as Burnley have signed. I've also read that. Do you know what? I wish for Albert Sam Lakonga, ideally, ideally to be to stay at Arsenal rather than being loaned out again. Something is not quite right there. I know during the pre-season he didn't feature because he sustained an injury or an issue, like they like to say that, a knee issue or an ankle issue. But in if I look at the totality of the situation, something is not right. And whether Arteta is not happy with him, doesn't believe in Samuel Lakonga, and Samuel Lakonga, of course, is frustrated, like he kind of made it clear in All or Nothing. But I wish for him that he can find some kind of solace, and it might come in the shape of playing for Vincent Company, who's rated this youngster for a long time. So if it can be made into a permanent deal, then all power to him. But ideally, when you buy players in, you want them to cement a position down, irrespective of how the manager feels about the player. But that's just my opinion. I'm yelling timber. I can actually say timber because my wife is not here. She's not here. Man has been on fire, and that's the point I was trying to make on the Back Five podcast. That it's all well and good having hopes and dreams that Arsenal are going to win the Premier League this season, but you've got to factor in that Havertz. Again, his strongest point is not scoring goals. His strongest point or his strengths are, excuse me, finding space in tight spots, looking and picking out runners and interceptions, not scoring goals. Then you have to think about Declan Rice. Positionally, okay, he's been asked to do something quite different at Arsenal. That's one thing. It's a new team. He's playing with new teammates, a new club, so he has to acclimatise. He's not hit the ground like Leonardo Trossard did last season. It's just the same last season that Mikel Arteta didn't have the conviction and start him rather than bring him on from the bench. So I just can't see and believe that Arsenal are going to be winning the Premier League this season. There's so many factors there, so many. Uh, I voted for the T-Man, Alex. The T-Man. The T-Man or the T-Man. You remember we had the X-Man, didn't we? And we had what was the other guy we had? Anyway, yeah, the alphabet people are back. Are they not jet lag? I don't know how they did it. Well, they weren't flying from Colombia. They've been staying with um, in Mallorca, Palma, Mallorca, which is yeah, Spanish little islands there. So the Balearic Islands. Anyway, so Palma, Mallorca is closer to Europe, of course. So they've been staying there for the best part of 2 months, and then they went to Barcelona last week for a few days. Then they flew back from Barcelona to Palma, Mallorca, and now so they haven't flown direct from Colombia via Palma, Mallorca. But even that, I was thinking 3 hour flight. But my wife asked them, and they said no, they're not. They're not tired. So anyway, yes, that's right, the W man. Yeah, nice one, man. All right. I did not vote for Havertz or Fabio. Well, did I? I'm not expecting him to surprise us. I'm not expecting him to surprise us. I just think he should not be playing or be selected before an Emil Smith Rowe unless Smith Rowe is injured. When Smith Rowe is fully fit and still lost a little bit of weight, needs to lose some weight on his legs, he should be playing ahead of Fabio Vieira. And if you're saying to me, like they told me on the Back Five podcast, then actual fact, Fabio Vieira should be interchanged or should be playing in the Martin Odegaard role, he's not been playing in that position. He's been playing out on the right hand side. So, but anyway, no, for me, ESR first, Fabio Vieira definitely after, not before. Well, Cosy said that Vieira will do well on Monday. Yeah. Uh, Opinion, isn't it? This is opinion. This is opinion. But guys, make sure you do go. I don't. They don't need my, me to promote them, because Cosy, the numbers are there, man. On his platform, he's doing the business. He's doing the business. Uh, Arnie, good afternoon. Says, what did Edu barbecue for Brentford? What? What did Edu barbecue for the Brentford board to get this deal? Arnie, what kind of question is that? I've got no idea. What did he barbecue? Maybe I might put it as a poll question. What did Edu barbecue for the Brentford board? Oh dear, I got no idea, man. Honestly, think if Pepe or Suarez are sold on, they should terminate their contracts. They should. Uh, there's no way back for Nico Pepe, because Pepe, not going to happen. It is a shame. But again, we didn't do our homework properly, did we? Or the board didn't want to listen to Unai Emery, because Unai Emery didn't ask for Nico Pepe. He asked for Wilfred Zaha, and the board gave him Nico Pepe. But anyway, Nico Pepe, there's no way back for him. And you're talking about Cedric Suarez. I don't know why Fulham didn't demand the loan deal to be made permanent. It's just wasting time, man. If you're telling me how, you got these players, you've beefed up the squad, you've beefed up the defense, and then you've loaned out these players because you actually said to yourself that there's no way that, or actually there's no place for them, then why not make it into a permanent deal? I just don't understand that. And I think we gave him 4 years. I mean, the thing is, I do like Cedric Suarez. I do like him. Again, competent right foot, left foot, can play right back, left back. I think maybe on the left hand side of defence, competent defender. Not the greatest defender, short in stature, but I like him. But it's got nothing to do with it, innit? Got nothing to do with it, man. I will never be. Are you sure? Are you sure, Colin, man? I'm joking. I'm joking. Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, Rice, Party, Timber, Saliba, Kivor, and White. I did say that I will talk about my preferred 11, and Gunnar Matters did send me his 11. Can I? I wonder if I can do it here. Can I get it there? So you're watching me now. Post in the live chat your preferred strongest starting 11. And do you think come Saturday that Mikel Arteta will play his strongest 11? For me, the strongest 11 should include Trossard. But that's just me. And they don't listen to me, do they? Right, let's have a look here. Let's see if I can get Glenn Wynn's starting 11. Okay, here it is. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. Just bear me a second. Oh, might be a little bit difficult. Yeah, I think that might be a little bit difficult, but let's try anyway. So yeah, let me know what would your starting 11 be. I'm gonna try and get this. Okay, let's have a look. And it's funny. I was just speaking to my brother yesterday. I didn't realize the Premier League. It's like it's never been off. Starts this coming Saturday against Nottingham Forest. And I have been asked to go on to do a little collaboration with one of the biggest Nottingham Forest content creators, but I'm not going to be able to. No, not on a Saturday. I'm going to be out and about with my wife's two aunties, day tripping until they have to go. So let me just quickly do this. Right, spare me a second, people. Here we go. Right. So, oops. Uh, what are you doing, Alex? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I should have done this before, but I wasn't thinking as usual. Right. The graphics are not great on this one. They're not great. And my eyes are not the greatest. So again, guys, I'm just trying to. We're just trying to do this strongest 11 come Saturday. So let's have a look and see if I can actually add this one here. And I'm saying this, I haven't even done mine. I haven't done my 11 yet. Right, so. Right, okay, no. Come on! Right, I put it in the wrong folder. Come on! Let's have a look here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Right, now this is Glenwyn's 11. And let's remove this. So I'm guessing that you've got Martinelli up front, and your formation is a four. Is that 4-3-3? Yeah, 4-3-3. So let's start from the back. Actually, Ramsdale, left back, Timber, right back. Who's your right back? I can't figure that out. Anyway, the CBs are Gabriel Magalhães, Saliba. All right, your right back is Mr. Benny Blanco. In the middle is Thomas Partey. Then you've got left side of Thomas Partey is Declan Rice. Right side is Martin Odegaard. Then you've got who's that? Leonardo Trossard. Then on the right you've got Bukayo Saka, and then up front Martinelli. So that's Glenwyn's favoured. Oh right, he say no, that's not mine. Are you sure? Are you sure about it? So, oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. All right, okay. So he's just saying now that is slightly tweaked now, Alex. Right? No, Alex. No, it's not mine. It's not mine. Well, it's not mine. Do you know what? Let me take it off. I'll take it off. Glenn, man, you give me some jokes, man. You know, let me run through this quickly and end up this show. Uh, so a revised 11. So this is as Glenwyn's Trossard, Martinelli, Saliba, sorry, Saka, Rice, Partey, Timber, Saliba, Kivor, and Benny Blanco, Mr. White. Colin, I don't think so, but ESR, Nelson, and Vieira. Oh, not that Vieira. ESR is three times the player of a. Absolutely, absolutely, man. Goalkeeper Raya. Okay, and Colin says that his 11 is a Ramsdale, Timber, White. If Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Zinbrook. If yeah, Party, Rice, Erdegaard, Saka, Trossard, Martinelli. Again, that man Trossard, appears again there, man. He appears, makes an appearance. I sent it now on WhatsApp. Erdegaard, obviously. Okay, all right. I believe that we have come to an end on this one. Yeah, I think my wife's going to be a while coming home, and we've been running for 35 minutes, maybe 10 minutes over the time that I was thinking that we were going to run for. Let's kind of check out and see. Let's have a look here. All right, so there's not been any other comments there on our Twitter feed. And let's have a look here. See, the numbers have changed somewhat. They've remained the same. Yeah, the player to surprise everyone this new upcoming season so far is, by 53% of the votes, Julian Timber. Second place is Leandro Trossard. I'll probably have them the other way around. Third place, Kai Havertz. Fourth, Jakob Kivor. And last place is other player. 1,200 votes, 4 comments, and 30 likes. Okay, I believe we've come to an end. Has there been one more comment? One from Colin who says, Timber has outplayed both Zinchenko and White. He must start. The player who's been out the longest with injury has been Alexander Zinchenko. There is a stat that came out before the season finished. Yeah, the longest of injuries. Anyway. Oh. I've been telling you all Timber since before we signed him. Welcome to the show, Gooners. Absolutely. On that note, we have actually come to an end on this surprise show before my wife arrives with her 2 aunties. Okay, people, thank you so very much for joining me on this surprise show. Again, went on a little bit longer than I actually thought we would. Just kind of been reading the messages here from my wife. And yeah. Will I be doing one tomorrow? Possibly. Possibly. I've got my brother coming up from Wales, spending some few days with us. So we might be doing a show together, but look out for that one. And that's it. Okay, people. Until then, enjoy the remnants, the remains of your day, or your evening, or your afternoon. Because I don't know which part of the world you're viewing us from. You could be in Central South Asia, which means it's probably belly buys, probably sleeping, or you might be stateside, which means you're probably having your lunch or your brunch. I don't know. Or you might be somewhere stuck in the middle with me. If you are, God help you. God help you. That's what I'm saying. Anyhow, people, I'm out. And just remember that this has been canon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.